How to train your mind to be calm in every situation. A story of resilience, stillness, and inner strength. The storm inside. The morning Kemi Adeyemi walked into her first corporate boardroom. Her hands were trembling. Not from cold, from terror. She was 27, freshly promoted to project lead, and surrounded by men twice her age who barely looked up from their phones when she entered. She had rehearsed her presentation 47 times. She had the numbers. She had the slides. But the moment the CFO crossed his arms and said, "Let's see what you've got," her mind went completely blank. She froze. A long, devastating silence fell over the room. Someone coughed. A pen clicked. And Kemi, brilliant, hard-working, determined Kemi, gathered her notes, mumbled an apology, and walked out. She sat in the bathroom stall for 12 minutes. Not crying. Just breathing. Or trying to. That was the day she decided something had to change. Not her career, not her environment, not the CFO. Her mind. Brain mindset lesson. Awareness is the beginning. Kemi's first breakthrough wasn't in a boardroom. It was in realizing that her panic wasn't weakness. It was an untrained response. The mind performs the way it has been conditioned. Awareness, simply noticing what is happening inside you, is the first and most powerful step. The teacher who said nothing. A colleague named Tund noticed what happened and said nothing for 3 days. Then he slid a book across her desk. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. "Start with page 1, he said. "Read slowly." That night, Kemi read the words that would quietly rearrange her inner world. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. She put the book down. Then picked it up again. Read that line 11 more times. For the next 3 months, Kemi committed to an uncomfortable, unglamorous, invisible practice. Every morning at 5:47 a.m., she would sit in silence for 10 minutes. No phone. No podcast. No plan. Just sitting. Watching her own thoughts rise and fall like waves, without being dragged under. It felt pointless at first. Her mind screamed with to-do lists and fears and replays of embarrassing moments. But she sat anyway. Day after day after day. Then one Tuesday something shifted. She noticed a thought, "I'm going to fail today's review." And instead of believing it, she simply watched it pass. Like a cloud. It didn't take her with it. That was the first time Kemi felt what stillness actually was. Brain mindset lesson. Stillness is a skill, not a gift. Calmness is not a personality trait some people are born with. It is a practiced skill, built in the quiet moments before the world demands your attention. Just as you cannot run a marathon without training your legs, you cannot perform under pressure without training your mind. Daily stillness practice rewires your nervous system over time. The second boardroom. 8 months later, Kemi walked into a boardroom again. Same company. Different stakes. A 50 million Nigerian Nairas partnership on the table. The same CFO. Same crossed arms. Same cold eyes. But something was different. When he said, "Convince me," Kemi felt her heart rate spike. She noticed it. The familiar rush of adrenaline, the tightening in her chest. But this time she didn't fight it. She breathed into it. She let it pass through her like water through open hands. Then she spoke. She wasn't perfect. Her voice cracked once. She stumbled on a figure. But she stayed. She remained present. She answered every challenge with clarity, and when she didn't know something she said, "That's a great point. Let me come back to you with precise data by Thursday." Confidence, she had learned, was not the absence of fear. It was the decision to move forward while feeling it. The partnership was approved. Afterward, the CFO stopped her at the door. "You're different," he said simply. "Whatever you did, keep doing it." Brain mindset lesson. Calmness is competence. Kemi's performance didn't improve because she stopped being afraid. It improved because she stopped letting fear hijack her thinking. Under stress, the part of the brain responsible for reasoning gets flooded by the emotional brain. Calm is not passive. It is the active reclaiming of your mental faculties. The calmer you are, the more powerfully you perform. The hardest test. The real test came not in a boardroom but on a Tuesday evening when Kemi received a call that her mother had been rushed to the hospital. She was in the middle of a critical client call. Her team was watching. Her phone buzzed again. And again. The old Kemi would have shattered, spiraled into guilt, panic, paralysis. This Kemi said calmly and clearly, "I need to pause this call. I have a family emergency. My team will send you our proposal summary within the hour. I will personally follow up tomorrow morning." She hung up, called her team lead, gave 3 clear instructions, and drove to the hospital. Her hands gripped the steering wheel, but her mind was steady. Her mother recovered. Her client signed the proposal 3 days later. But what Kemi carried forward from that night was something no boardroom could teach her: that the mind trained in stillness does not abandon you in the storm. It becomes the eye of it. Brain mindset lesson: respond, don't react. Viktor Frankl wrote, "Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response." Training your mind to be calm doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you create enough inner space to choose wisely. Reaction is automatic. Response is intentional. And in that difference lies the entire quality of your life. The takeaway: Kemi's story is not extraordinary because she was born with special gifts. It is extraordinary because she made one ordinary daily choice: to train her mind, when everything else told her to panic, quit, or give in. You will face boardrooms of your own. They may look like a difficult conversation, a rejection letter, a medical diagnosis, or a relationship on the edge. They may be entirely internal, the boardroom of your own doubt. But in every one of those moments you will have a choice: react, or respond, spiral, or breathe, collapse, or stand still. The calm you seek is not found in better circumstances. It is built, quietly, daily, stubbornly, inside you. Start today. 10 minutes. Silence. Watch your thoughts. Let them pass. Do it tomorrow. And the day after. Train your mind, and your mind will carry you through anything. The mind that is calm is the mind that is free. And the mind that is free can walk through fire and still find the way home. Train your mind. Command your life.